I'm guessing at some point you've told a family member or a friend that you want to start a business, and their response to you was probably something like, baby, just do what you love. And on the surface, that sounds good. It sounds encouraging and supportive. But here's the reality. That advice is one of the main reasons a lot of people stay stuck. And it's one of the reasons a lot of businesses never make it. And in this video, I want to explain why doing what you love isn't enough and what actually has to happen if your business is going to last. Because believe me, loving to do something doesn't automatically make it a business. Hey folks, it's your boy Ken Rashad, full-time entrepreneur, content creator, and just an all-around nice guy. Now here's what usually happens. People take something they care about, something they're really good at, or something that they could spend hours doing, and they assume because they love doing it, the market is going to care too. They assume their passion for whatever it is they do equates to value for the person they want to buy it. And when they launch that business and nobody buys it, or when they've posted that they've launched a business and nobody responds, they end up getting confused and frustrated. And once they look back at all of the time and money that they spent trying to make it work, they walk away. They quit. Not because they weren't talented or didn't do the hard work. It's just that the passion that they had for getting that business off the ground was mistaken as an actual plan. So let's talk about why passion-led businesses tend to fail. Here's where things usually go left. When passion is driving the business, people start making decisions based on how something feels instead of how it works. They build what excites them and not what's actually needed. They talk about what they love and not what the customers are asking for. And because of that, everything becomes a guessing game. They guess who the customer is, they guess what problems they're solving, they guess what to charge, they guess why anyone would choose them. And when you're guessing, you're not building. You're experimenting with your own time and money. That's why passion-led businesses don't usually fail all at once. They fade out slowly. They stay busy, they keep tweaking here and there, and ultimately, they keep spending. But nothing works because nothing was built around a real need. That's what happens when passion leads the process instead of direction. Let me show you what that looks like in real life. Let's say someone loves making t-shirts. They design them, they spend weeks on ideas, they build a nice website, and they even go out and they buy an LLC. And then nothing happens. At that point, they think, I've got a marketing problem. And they think they need better ads or they need more followers. But most of the time, that's not the problem. The problem is they have a meaning problem. Meaning, unless those shirts stand for something like an identity, a culture, or message, they're just shirts. And there are a million places to buy shirts. Again, people don't buy because you're passionate about designing t-shirts. They buy because the t-shirt helps them say something about themselves. If your passion isn't tied to a real need, you're not running a business. All you're doing is funding a hobby. Let me give you another example. And this is kind of like the I love it assumption. And it's for those people who say, I love fitness, I love food, I love coaching, or I love content creation. And I do love content creation, and that's all fine. But I love it is a feeling. It's not a business model. The real question you have to answer is who is struggling with something right now that you can actually help? And until you answer that, passion will keep you busy, but it won't keep you paid. And this is why these things matter, because I've seen people put real money into ideas before they ever get a single yes from the market. They spend money on branding. They spend thousands on websites. They spend on setups and subscriptions they don't even fully understand yet. And from the outside, it looks legitimate. It looks like progress, but then reality shows up and you followed the advice and you've done what everyone said you're supposed to do, and you're still waiting. No customers, no response, no clear explanation for why nothing is moving. That's what happens when passion is driving the decisions and demand never enters the picture. And let me make it clear, I've been an entrepreneur for nearly 30 years, and I've made some of these same mistakes. And this is what I meant in the last video when I said entrepreneurship starts before you spend money. When passion supports a real need, it's powerful. But when passion replaces a real need, it's just a hobby pretending to be a business. So let me say this clearly. Passion is not the problem. Passion just isn't the business. A business starts when something you care about connects to a real problem someone else already wants solved. So if you don't want to be the person who spends a bunch of money on starting up a business and still has no customers, I put together a free guide to help you avoid that. It's called How to Start a Business Before You Spend a Dollar, and it helps you figure out what actually works before you invest in anything. You can download it for free using the link in the description. And if this video has helped you in any way, do a brother a favor, take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming next. I'll see you next time. God bless you.